to another episode of The Session with Lady Bortey. So in today's session, we're going to have a quick chat about parenting. This is a very dear subject to me because as a mother and as a single mother, my kids are everything to me, as every mother thinks that, their children are everything to them. We're going to celebrate us as parents, and we're also going to give ourselves a little slap on the hand as parents. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what it takes to parent. There is no one way to parent a child. I have 2 kids, and I parent each kid differently. My mom had 5 kids. She parented all of us differently. You ask yourself, why is that? When we look at our children as individuals, we're able to see what their needs are, and we're able to address their needs, and we're then shaping them within those limitations to be the best human being that we can put out into society. And that's what a real parent is. There's no one-size-fits-all type parenting. What would work for my daughter may not necessarily work for my son. So I can't parent my son in the way that I parent my daughter. I am so happy that growing up, we kind of like almost experienced semi-one-size-fits-all parenting. But when you had parents who were able to kind of like look beyond that a little bit and mold their style of parenting to the child, I, in my personal opinion, believe that it makes for a better child. It makes for a better human. We have now, different people, there are different styles of parenting. I know there's helicopter parenting. There are disciplinarians who believe that being super strict with the kids is the best way to be. But I wonder if any of us have ever stopped to consider that taking aspects from all of the multiple styles of parenting and putting them together to fit who your child is might be the best way to approach parenting. There's no wrong or right answer to it. As long as you're able to parent your kid and your kid comes out and is not broken and is a viable human being in society, I say, hey, I applaud you. You've done an amazing job. Parenting is not easy. The sleepless nights, the nights that you're running to the ER, leaving work, having to come grab your kids, taking them to their activities, barely leaving time for you as the parents. We put all of that into it because you know what? We brought them here. They never asked to be brought here. So we give them our utmost to make them who they are. Growing up, I remember the switch was one size fits all. You messed around, they took it to your hide. You messed around, you were punished. There was no such thing as, oh, if you talk to me this way, you're affecting my mental health. If you do this, if you punish me, you're abusing me. Where do we cross the line from disciplining our children into abusing them? We have been told that we cannot discipline our children. Or let me rephrase, we have been given guidelines as to how our children should be disciplined. Anything beyond that is considered abuse. I look at how children are reared in different countries. Africa, Asia, Europe, and then I look at America. We are some of the most relaxed parents out there because we go from 0 to 80 in 1 second. Whereas you find that other places, they kind of take their time and they're a little bit more even-keeled. This is what we're looking for. This is what I was always personally looking for as a mother. I always wanted that even platform. I remember days when I would come home from work, got to cook for the kids, got to get the house in order, and be back out in the morning doing the same thing. Our routine, making sure that the things that they needed, the activities that they needed were there, and I was able to get them to what they needed so they can grow and thrive and to be able to express themselves. Expressing ourselves is how we learn who we really are. I could say a lot of things today and tomorrow realize that the things that I said weren't necessarily my truth anymore, or maybe even at the time that I said them. we think about these things. And if we give our children a safe space to come and to be able to talk to us when they have problems, I think it would be better. It would make us all better parents. It would be better for our kids. It would be better for us. You've got, people who also believe in corporal punishment. Personally, that's not my style. I believe in keeping your hands to yourself. And then there are also people who believe that, hey, if you don't do what I say, you face the consequences of what I said. So now, what do? You've got 2 kids or 3 kids or 4 kids where everybody is at a different place in life. You've got a kid that, the moment you say, they fall in line. You've got another kid that maybe you need to bribe to fall in line. You've got another kid that just refuses to do what you want them to do, the quote-unquote wayward kid. You've got kids who will allow themselves to be easily swayed and influenced. You may also have that kid that will come to you when they have a problem, talk to you about it, hear what you have to say about it, the advice that you give, and then they probably go out there and try to implement that advice and see how things fall. But not every kid is like that. That's like the golden child, right? Right. But then you ask yourself, where do I fall in growing up? What kind of kid was I? And how does that affect my parenting style? And how does that affect my child? These are a lot of questions that I've thrown at us. They're big questions. I don't have all of the answers. I'm hoping you have some of the answers that can help me and that can help us all. So again, let's keep this conversation going. The session with Lady Bortey is always open. Follow me on social media and let's keep the discussion going. See you for the next session.